it's weird because even though it's sun shining, it's still cold. The sun is shining, but it's cold. You might be thinking, why is she wearing a jumper? It's because it's still cold, although I'm hot now because I'm literally in the sunlight. But I'm not going to allow this UK weather to deceive me. Nope. Guys, please leave some suggestions on what you want me to do so that I can, you know, create the content for you guys. I really am trying to be on this. And yeah, honestly, the support and the ideas need to come and flow through, okay? So please help me out. You can email me on my email, which is olamijustproduce@gmail.com. So you can have a look at that and just email me if you've got questions that you don't want to put on a comment. Email me. Email me. And yeah, I'll get back to you on that. So yeah, cool. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to share it as well if you think that it's pretty useful. And you know, if you haven't subscribed already, then subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye. Today's video is just going to be me discussing about how to do a squat correctly. I'll be honest, the lighting here is ridiculous. I can't even see the camera, so hopefully I'm looking into the lens. Like, I'm a female, obviously. And for me, and for a lot of other females, growing your glutes and growing your bum is very important to us. So there's compound exercises and there's isolation exercises, right? So what's the difference between the two? A compound exercise is an exercise that targets more than one muscle group. So a squat is a compound exercise or a compound move because it targets your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your abdominal muscles, and your glutes. Those are 4 different muscle groups. Whereas an isolation exercise is in the name. An isolation exercise isolates that muscle. So it will only work one muscle group at a time. I've always done squats, right? I've always done squats. And that's why personally, I believe how I've grown my bum. I don't think my bum is like over the top. I feel like I've got a toned bum. I am also looking at growing my buttocks as well. My buttocks, yes. So your glutes are made up of 3 muscles. You've got your gluteus minimus, medius, and maximus. And when you're squatting, there's a couple of different myths, right? One, most people aren't even getting the correct technique right. If you're squatting and your knees are behind your toes, that is a correct squat. If you are squatting and your knees are in front of your toes, you're squatting your knees. You're trying to get a bum in your knees. Like, what is that? You need to squat and make sure that your knees are always behind your toes. A good tip, right? Place your hands over your knees, and when you go to lower yourself down, push your butt back. Don't push your knees forward, push your butt back and sit into the squat. Imagine there's that imaginary toilet seat, imaginary box or imaginary chair, and imagine you're sitting down on it, okay? That's the first thing. Knees behind toes, lower down your squat, keep a straight back and come back up. At the top, make sure you squeeze your glute. Another thing is that people do not squat deep enough. So a lot of people stop at a certain range. You sort of squat like this and then you come back up, and you squat like this and you come back up. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you know, there's this whole, oh, you're gonna hurt your knees if you squat too low. In fact, most of us say we hurt our knees too low because we don't actually build the muscle in our knees. The more you squat lower, the more you strengthen the muscles in your knees, okay? A lot of people who have had injuries in their knees strengthen their knees by doing squats and by squatting deep. Think about it. When you're a baby and you're a child, right? You see the way babies do. The babies put their feet in their mouth, and when they sit down. Hopefully I'll insert a picture. But they sit down like this, right? They just sit. That's a natural way. We've been naturally, when we were younger, we can do that. As time goes on, because we do not practice those moves anymore, we're no longer able to naturally do them anymore. And it's like, oh, I've got bad knee. But a good way to strengthen that knee is by doing deep squats, okay? Don't get worried about your knee. It's another thing. It's a mindset thing. You know, sometimes you think, oh, I don't want to hurt my knee again. And I get that. And obviously don't push yourself too far. You have to feel your body out, but understand that to strengthen your knee muscles, you need to do deeper squats. So the body weight squat is a squat, and yes, it will target your glutes and it will make you a bit more toned. But if you want to grow your bum, you want to grow your glutes, you need to add resistance. You need to add weights. Or you can use a kettlebell, and you can and do a goblet squat, you change. Your technique does not change. Make sure that your knees still stay behind your toes, and make sure that you're squatting down and squatting low. It's like that. It's like that. Bang, bang, bang. Dumbbells at the end of the day only really got up to about 16 kg. So there's only so much that you can do with 16 kg. You then need to add the resistance even more. Look at going for a barbell. Okay, a barbell in itself is usually about 20 kg in itself. So start off with an empty barbell because it's different. Now you're transferring from the resistance from in front of you to on your back. Okay, so learn how to stabilize and learn how to balance a barbell on your back. A lot of us are putting the barbell on our necks and I'm wondering why by the end of it your neck hurts because you're not placing it in the right way. You're supposed to be placing it on your upper traps, okay? Your upper traps is more or less your back muscles at the top. You're supposed to place the bar on there, not on your neck, okay? That's not safe. So by placing that on there, learn how to balance it. That's 20 kg, that's already one step up from a goblet squat. So start with obviously your body weight, learn the technique, do a couple of body weight ones, then add the resistance, go to a goblet squat. Start with an 8 kg, 10 kg, 12 kg to a 16 kg. Once you've mastered a good 16 kg, move on to the bar. Once you answer empty bar, like I said, an empty bar is 20 kg usually. 20 kg of that. Do that, then start to apply the weight, because trust me, as you start to apply the plates onto the bar, then you need more balance. You need more balance, and that's why I don't always recommend. That's why I don't recommend a Smith machine, because a Smith machine does all the balance for you. All you need to do is stand there, and it also forces you to move in an unnatural way. You're moving up and you're moving down. And it's like, yes, it's a squat, but it's forced you to put your body in position, as opposed to a free weight where you can stand in the most comfortable position for you, and you can move in the way that you would move. Okay, everybody's going to move in a slightly different position, even if you're going up and down. But a Smith machine will force you to do it that way. So don't use a Smith machine. A Smith machine, by the way, if you don't know, you've got a barbell one, which you can take the weight off and walk around the gym. And then you've got another one that will not allow you to move that, but you can add and apply the weights. I think that's a better way to express myself. So yeah, add the resistance. Start with an empty bar and then start moving up to 5 kgs. Next week, move to 10. Next week, move to 15. So do it slowly by slowly, okay? Because you're never going to see the results in your glutes if you don't even know how to do a correct squat at all, okay? Make sure you're getting that good depth. Get that good depth in your squats, okay? Don't be scared of hurting your knees. Like I said, it's a myth. Don't be scared of hurting your knees. You don't need to be scared of hurting your knees. In fact, you're only scared of it because you do not squat. I don't understand these half squats. What do you think that's working? You have to realize that, like I said, there's 3 different muscles in your glutes. So you want to target all of them. If you stop here, you've probably only hit your minius and your medius. Many people don't hit their maximus. And that's why there's different isolation exercises that are important as well, so that they can target different parts of your glutes. But we can get into that in another video, okay? I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Comment also if you'd like any more suggestions on different things and what you'd like to see, okay? Cool. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. And I can see you in my next video. Mwah.
Shut up, your mouth, your dirty, stinking, ratty mouth.